It's Rena, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a tag video that was, I think, started by Makeup Struggles and Live Loves Her Makeup, two channels that I absolutely love watching. Makeup Struggles has been one of my favorite channels for a couple months now, and Live Loves Her Makeup makes really incredibly unique content that I highly recommend. So I'm going to have both of their channels linked down below, including their tag videos that they did. I think they were just posted yesterday when I'm actually filming this, so although this might not go up for a little while. So yeah, I decided I wanted to do this as well. This is a Zodiac tag. Whether or not you believe in the Zodiac, I think it's kind of fun. This is a fun concept for a tag video and a little bit more unique than some that are out there already. So Zodiac tag, basically you take the Zodiac sign that, corresponds to your birthday, and you kind of take the traits that are assigned to that sign, which was really redundant, and you kind of pick up products that embody those characteristics. So Live Loves Her Makeup and Makeup Struggles both did Leo, and I'm a Capricorn. I don't entirely follow the Zodiac, but I do think that some of the things are kind of eerily accurate, especially the ones that do describe me. So I decided I wanted to give this one a shot because I do like tag videos. I think they're a lot of fun. And with the hurricane coming through, I think it's time for some fun, something distracting. So I'm going to go through and have a really messy note card, which includes some of my hurricane prep notes. So, charge this, print this. But then around it, I just kind of put all the adjectives and assigned products to them. So we're going to get started. And I have all my products over here. I think it's going to be kind of fun. I'll link the website that I used down below for all the adjectives and characteristics. I use the same website that Makeup Struggles used just because I felt like it was easier to kind of keep it consistent. So yeah, let's go. Capricorn Makeup Zodiac tag, whatever it's going to be called. So the first characteristic, I guess I don't really have them in order like Makeup Struggles did, where she did all the positive and all the negatives. Mine are kind of just all over the place. So I'm going to start off with the first two adjectives, which are pessimistic and fatalistic, which I think can be pretty accurate. So at least for me, obviously not every single Capricorn's the same. No one's the same, but it's kind of an accurate one. So the two products that I chose are actually both lipsticks. They're both from indie brands, and the first one's called Armageddon because I just felt like the name was totally appropriate. It's one of my favorite lipsticks. I think I've talked about it a billion times in various favorite videos. But this is basically a metallic, deep blackened red. I think the name is very accurate for the color. It's gorgeous. It's just beautiful. Let me go ahead and just swatch it because I can't help myself. There's a little tiny swatch of it. It's just beautiful and metallic, and when it dries, as you wear it throughout the day, it becomes more and more metallic. I just think the name, being Armageddon, fits in with that pessimistic, fatalistic trait that Capricorns can have. And then the next one I have is Segunda Playa, I think it is, from Necromancy Cosmetica, which is a dark murky green lipstick. And this, just because the name means second plague in Spanish, I think is another pessimistic type of product. And they both kind of have, these deeper, darker colors. They kind of embody that pessimistic attitude. I almost put Anastasia Subculture in here just because of the color range. I feel like is very dark, but I decided just to go with two lipsticks that I felt like really, embodied that characteristic. And then the next characteristic we're going to talk about is humorous. So I do think that can be accurate, but maybe, it depends on what type of humor you have. But mine, I had a little bit of trouble figuring out what to put for this one. I was trying to think of eyeshadow names that I had that were funny or something like that. Most of the ones I have are like nail polish, that have hilarious puns for names. But what I came up with was a selection of a couple indie eyeshadows because they always have really clever names. So the first one is actually from Hello Waffle, and this is Edgar Allan Poe, and it has a cute little cat on it, dressed like Edgar Allan Poe with a raven on top. So I just thought that was humorous. And then the Tears of Retail Employees, which I don't think this is available anymore, but this is from Shiro. And I mean, the name, the Tears of Retail Employees. This one came out around December, I think. Yeah, it doesn't say on the actual chart, but it was around 1 December one year. And then I have this one with Doge, the you know, the dog, the Shiba Inu, whatever, however it's said, from the memes, which always makes me laugh when I see the sticker. So, oh, and the last one, which might be my favorite, is Plausible Walrus from Shiro. That's the guy from Mythbusters. I just think it's funny. So, humorous. And Reserved, I have 2 for Reserved. Also true. Very reserved person. So we're what, 3 for 3 now on adjectives. I chose Fluff, which is a translucent setting powder from Fiorine, because Reserved, you know, you can't see it, doesn't want to be seen, whatever. And since it's a translucent setting powder, I mean, maybe I'm cheating there, but I just thought that was kind of funny. So this is a great setting powder. I've talked about it a billion times also. Most of these products I feel like I talk about a lot. So these are things I definitely like. And then the next one is kind of just a play on words. It's not necessarily the color that embodies it, but this is Antisocialite from Sugar Pill. The name, I mean, Antisocialite, Reserved. But the color is this beautiful, deep, like oxblood red. So definitely not a Reserved shade, but the name, you know. Ooh. And I just gouged it too, guys. Look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, so the next one I have is Ambitious, which I think could be accurate at times, but I am also, oh my gosh, what do you call it? Procrastinator. So ambitious, but with a little bit of a caveat. It's ambitious and disciplined are the 2 words that go together for that particular trait. So for ambitious, I put the Lunatic Cosmetic Lab Contour Palette, I think is what it's called. This is the volume 1. They recently put out volume 2 with deeper shades in it, which is awesome. I definitely think that the second volume would be great also as like an eyeshadow palette, although it is pretty expensive. But this is what I chose for Ambitious because it does so many different things. It even though it is marketed as a contour palette, you can use a lot of these shades for other reasons, or other purposes, I mean. This could be, you know, eyeshadows. If you were more warm tone, this could also be contour because it's more warm tone browns. The middle is mainly for blush, but I mean, you could definitely use these as eyeshadows too. And then the contour shades, and these can be used to set under eye concealer and stuff. So it's definitely a product that can work hard and do many different things. So ambitious. It's an ambitious product with many different colors in it. And then, what is it? Disciplined. I picked Pixie Epoxy from Fiorine as my disciplined product because it definitely keeps your shadows in place. So it like sticks, you know, it sticks to it because your shadows stick to it. And it sticks through it, basically. So that's why I picked Pixie Epoxy, and I'm pretty proud of myself for that one. So it works really well. It helps everything stick in place. And the only thing that I've found that really is a downside to Pixie Epoxy is that it doesn't work with mattes, and if you get it overly wet, so if you cry or if you're out in the rain and it directly hits your eyeballs, the product will pull away and it'll kind of melt off. That's really great when you're removing your makeup because it comes off super easy, but other than that, it really does its job. It is disciplined in the way that it keeps your shadows in place, and although it's not marketed as a primer, it definitely helps them last. Patient. I can be patient almost maybe to a fault, where I should like stop giving people chances and stop being patient and ask if something's over time, you know, like if something is past a date that it needs to be into me or something like that. I'm almost too patient. So for patient, I picked the Kat Von D Trooper tattoo liner because I'm not very good at eyeliner. It takes me a long time to actually do eyeliner, and this product is very patient with me because it helps me do a good job. And it kind of, I don't want to say it's foolproof because it's definitely not that easy, but it's good for people who have trouble with liquid liner. It's a brush tip, not a felt tip, which I think gives you a little bit more flexibility, and so definitely my product for patient. And I'm trying to figure out what else we have left. Oh, okay, so we have practical and prudent. So prudent, you know, is that you stick through things. You're kind of dedicated and you're just going to stick it through, make it through the day. And I picked Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray because it's going to keep your makeup in place. It's going to work hard for you, and it's going to get you through the day. So I picked Urban Decay All Nighter. I know these aren't like super interesting products, but they're really good products. So that one. And practical, I have two. I have a palette and a lipstick. Fun fact, my original lipstick I was going to put in here, I can't find it. It's probably in a purse or something like that. I know it's around, and I've been packing up makeup because of the hurricane, so it's probably somewhere. It was going to be Dose Color Stone, but now instead I have the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit in Rebel Rose. It's basically along the same lines color-wise, so it's pretty perfect. Both shades, this one and the Dose Colors, last a very long time. They are both in this kind of, I don't know, like mauve nude category, and they're going to last a long time on your lips comfortably and match any eye look you want. They're going to work well in a work setting, school setting, anything like that. So that's why I picked this for practical. And then additionally, another practical product is my Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have a bunch of neutral palettes that I could have put under the practical category, but this one is just, it's been the easiest for me to reach for to go to work and school when I need to do something more neutral, because I have like 2 eye looks that I do all the time, which is why these colors are like all gone basically. But it is really practical. It has good colors for day and night. If you wanted to kind of bump up your look a little bit, you can definitely incorporate these reds and this dark brown to make something a little more smoky or bright in color. So I think it's really practical in terms of having options for multiple occasions, and also just being work appropriate if you work in a setting that's a little more conservative. Then I have 2 traits that one I don't think necessarily applies to me, and one definitely does. So one is miserly, and I don't think I'm very miserly, but basically penny pinching type of thing. You guys see some of the makeup I buy. I'm not penny pinching, but I mean, I am in certain ways. Like for grocery shopping, I'm very good at like finding coupons and deals and shopping the sales and planning like that. But in terms of like real penny pinching, I'm not necessarily like that. I will definitely find deals. I will, shop smart. But then I'll go out and buy like 3 glitter flips from Ciate London. You know what I mean? It's like disproportionate. So I'm not sure how miserly I would consider myself as like a Capricorn or whatever. But I put for this answer Wet n Wild Brulee. This is my 3rd one. So I've gone through 2 completely panned them. This is 99 cents. So that's why I put it for miserly, because it's super cheap. It's an affordable product. Really inexpensive, and it's a great highlight, brow bone, blending out your crease type shade. Really love it. 3rd one that I'm going on now, and it's really cheap, so I think it fits the miserly category. And the last one, I'm looking at my list, last one is grudging, and I had a hard time. I can hold grudges, and I will for a long time. That's just how it is. I was trying to figure out what I could put for this, because a lot of the products that I hate or would hold a grudge against are gone and out of my collection by now, because I went through like major destashing mode the last like 5-6 months. So I was like, what can I put for grudging? And then I remembered this. This is the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. Talked about this before, did a review on it. It's not my favorite at all. I love the Urban Spectrum palette that came out before this, and then when I first found out that Urban Decay was doing like a rainbow palette, I got so excited because, I mean, just look at the colors. They're really beautiful, full range, almost a full range of rainbow. I mean, we would have needed like a true red or something to really complete this palette, but the quality is not good. It's really not good, and I paid full price for it. Should have waited a month. I think it took 3 weeks to a month for it to go on sale to like $35 instead of like $55. So there's many reasons to hold a grudge against this. Another reason, Metamorphosis and Hatter. are in here, and they are also in the Looking Glass palette. They are two of the worst shades from that Looking Glass palette, so I don't know why they would ever put it back in another one. And then just in general, most of these shades, the shades I like the most are Jones and I think it's called Mean. Yeah, the green and the orange. They're beautiful, but they need to be used wet to have any type of pigmentation or payoff. So it's kind of just like, what is this palette? But I can't bring myself to get rid of it for some reason. I'm not sure why. I just can't. I can come up with some beautiful looks from here, and that's probably why, because I know that one of my favorite looks to do is like Jones with C's and Gossip, and just it makes a really beautiful sunset look. But I hate the fact that this went on sale right after I bought it, right after it came out. I hate the quality. It's just not great. So I do still hold a grudge against this palette. So I think that fits for grudging. The other one I was going to do was Looking Glass for similar reasons in terms of quality and price going down and everything like that. So that was what I was going to do, but I decided on this one instead. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't have anyone specific in mind to tag in this, but if you feel like you would like to, if you have some ideas, I think it would be fun to see. I think it's a fun tag. It's a little more out of the box than just like favorites tags or top fives, top 10s, stuff like that. I think it's a lot more innovative, which is definitely something that Makeup Struggles and Liv Loves Her Makeup, I think, are known for and should be celebrated for, is their ingenuity on YouTube these days when everything seems to be about the same type of content. So I highly recommend checking out their channels. They're definitely entertaining and thoughtful. I love seeing Liv Loves Her Makeup come up with all these new video ideas, and Makeup Struggles really likes to talk about, issues in the beauty community and, how we can better ourselves, I guess, as a community in terms of content and collaborations and just like interactions with each other and stuff like that. So highly recommend checking out both their channels. Let me know if you guys end up doing this tag. I think it's really fun. So let me know, and I will talk to you guys later.